top of my dress to be this color. I love this color, this bright yellow. It's wonderful for the spring and summer. So I've already folded this piece 2 times. I folded it in half from here to here, and then again. Then I will take my t-shirt pattern and fold it in half this way. Then I'm going to fold it in half again in the opposite direction. I'm going to tuck this in only because this is where the sleeves will go, so I'm going to tuck this in. Lay it flat on your fabric. Now, if you're good with your cutting, just cut, leave about 1 inch for seam allowance, and cut all around your t-shirt. If you're not that good, then don't be afraid to use the pins. Take a couple of pins and pin them to the shirt and fabric just to sort of hold it in place. And cut around once again, leaving about 1 inch for seam allowance. Okay, now what you want to do is, here's your 2 cut pieces. What you want to do is you're going to make like a long triangle from where the arm ends to the bottom. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want the top part to fit almost like a bra. I just wanted to give it a little form. So I'm going to cut here. And I'm also going to cut here, this way. You could fold it, and then that way it's just one cut and both sides will be the same. Once you do that, what I need you to do is just pin all around your outfit. Don't be afraid to pin, only because it'll keep your fabric in place when you're at the machine. So pin all the way, because now we're going to sew this piece. You're going to sew from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, and also on this end. So go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so like I said before, today I'm working with a really stretchy fabric. And you want to make sure that you have the proper stitch. So I've turned my machine on, and over here where the screen is, I'm going to go to this button, and I'm going to be using number 3, which I love for stretchy fabric because it's this stitch right here. It's a strong stitch, and it'll let your fabric stretch even after you have finished sewing. So this is the stitch that we'll be using for this project. Like I said before, this is the Brother CS6000i, which is my favorite machine, and we are working with stretchy fabric. And this is what the top part of your dress looks like so far. Okay, so I've already chosen my other fabric. This is going to be the skirt part of my dress. That was the hardest part for me, was deciding which fabric, because I have a lot of pieces and couldn't decide what color. But this color, it's got its little brights in there, so I think it'll match really cute with the yellow. So I haven't really cut anything too spectacular. It's just a plain piece of fabric. Plain piece, because what I'm going to do with this piece is I'm going to gather all the edges. I'm going to gather from here all the way to the other end, because I want a little gather look at the top of my skirt. I don't want it to be too straight, my dress. You know, if that's what you like, then that's fine. Then you need a smaller piece of fabric. but I want mine to be gathered around the top part where the two colors meet. So I'm going to the machine now, and I'm going to be using my gather foot, and I'm going to be doing that from one end of the top all the way to the other end. Oops. Okay, so now I've done my little gathers that I wanted to do on the top part of my skirt. This is what it's looking like. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this big piece, I'm going to put the right sides together this way, and I'm going to sew from this end to the bottom to make it like a skirt. I'm going to sew this area from one end to the other, so that when you're done it should look like this, like an inside out skirt. Okay, so now you have your two pieces. You have your skirt with the little gather on the top, and you have your little top, the yellow piece. Now what we're going to work on is getting these two pieces together. So as you notice, I have both of them with the wrong side out. And what you're going to do is, on this top piece, I gave myself extra room to try and make it look a little bit more professional. So I'm going to fold right here, about an inch. And then I'm going to take this piece and join it together with the yellow. Now the easiest way to do this is to start with your two corners. Also, I've lined up my seam, the back seam, so that it's in the middle prior to attaching both pieces. You could have it on the side, on the front, but I prefer it in the back. So now what you're going to do is you're going to join these two corners like this, and you're going to pin it. Now make sure that you pin a little below where the thread is shown, because you don't want to finish and then have that thread showing. So you're going to join it there, and you're going to join at this corner, this way, and you could join, you could do the same to all around. The more pins you put in, the safer it is that your fabric will stay in place. If you don't want your fabric moving all over the place when you're sewing it, it's just easier to keep it all together. So put as many pins as you like all around. Once you do that, you're going to go to the machine and you're going to use your stretch stitch number 3 on the Brother 6000 CSI machine, and you're going to sew all around so that it should look this way when you're sewing. You're going to sew all around, keeping top part, bottom part together, and once again you have the wrong side showing on both, on the top and the bottom. So do that and we'll be right back. Okay, so here is what your dress should look like so far. Basically what you need to do now is figure out how deep you want your neck. I'm probably going to go a little lower. If you don't have a dress form, please invest in one, because it just makes your project so much more easier to do than to have to keep trying things on yourself. This is a Dritz. I paid $97 for it, I believe it was. I purchased it from Amazon and I love it. Okay, so over here, like I said, I'm gonna go maybe a little lower just to be a little sexier, give it a little cleavage. And then in the back, I'm gonna go low also because I like to show back. I just think it makes your outfit look so much cuter. The next thing you're gonna do is you're going to fold this area 2 times. If you have a serger, wonderful thing. I don't have one yet, but I will definitely try and invest in one of those. You're going to fold this area twice, and you're going to sew around the neck area. You're also going to sew around your arm area. You could go either way. You could leave it very short sleeve, you could add a sleeve, whatever makes you more comfortable. I was actually thinking of taking a piece of this fabric and maybe making a little design to put around the neck and in the back. So at this point, it's really up to you how you want to decorate it. It's up to you if you want it to be extra long maxi or if you want to cut it. And at this point, you measure how tall you are and cut, leaving about 1 inch of seam allowance so that when you hem your outfit, it looks professional. And that's about it. Please, if you like the channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, and thank you for watching and keep coming back. So here are different ideas on how to wear the dress that you just made. So many different ways to wear it. Wear it with a little jacket, or you could throw a belt on it. And you're ready to go. So please like my channel, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.